Right. Hello everyone. So second time lucky. We've managed to get it sorted with the technical issues, and I'd like to introduce you all to Frances, who is a really good friend of mine and a wellness advocate, and she's recently started using the oils. So we're just going to have a chat, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions, and then we can just talk and chat about oils and life and health and well-being. So for those of you who don't know, Frances and I work together. That's how we met. So she works at the council with me, and outside of work, because I feel like that conversation would be quite boring for people who don't work with us. Like, what kind of stuff do you like doing? Like, what kind of things do you enjoy? Do you have any hobbies that you'd like to share?
I really like being outdoors, like going on long walks, obviously followed by decent pub stops. I really enjoy photography as well. I'm not a professional photographer, but I like to capture moments in nature, or especially food. I'm quite a keen home cook. I like to experiment with new recipes. Enjoy socializing with friends, obviously eating out, things like that. It's been tough, obviously, with COVID, finding things to do. I had actually joined a book group, but that kind of fell by the wayside. And I'd actually started a photography class as well. So everything's a bit up in the air with that at the moment, but I'm hopeful now that things are lifting that I can get back into that kind of thing. But obviously Shaneen got me into using essential oils probably, how long ago now? Would you say about 2-3 months?
Well, I think the first time you started using oils was maybe sometime last year, and you got some Clary-Calm from me.
It was, yes, because I remember around Christmas time. It was at Carnival, wasn't it?
It was maybe just
started using
Clary-Calm. About a year ago.
That's it. And I found that was really useful for like balancing my emotions, and for helping, because I suffer from endometriosis, and it just helped a lot with the kind of mental anxiety kind of side of that. And then I just got more interested in finding out more about doTERRA and the other oils, and I think ylang ylang has been really useful as well. Unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, it was a really hot day and I forgot about it, and I put some of the lime on my wrists, and it's caused a reaction which is nearly better, but I don't know if anyone can see. Oh, where is it? No, maybe not. But basically I burnt all my skin, so at the moment I've not been able to use them. But I've put a load of ylang ylang on my pillow and sort of inhale that every now and then I put a bit of the Clary-Calm underneath my feet, and I find that's been useful. But yeah, it's a really exciting journey, because I just think the benefits are just fantastic. And when I came to your house that time and we made the soaps, that was lovely, and the lip balms. Definitely want to do that again. Yeah,
I'm really glad that you mentioned the burn, actually.
I wish it was more obvious than it has been, because it was very bad along here, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't see it very much at all. But if you want, feel free to take a picture of it and send it through to me, and I can post it in the group, because I couldn't see it quite well in the video. But yeah, so I think it's an important thing to remember that essential oils are not without that not to be used without warning, really. And if you are using citrus oils on your skin, then it's really important to use it with a carrier oil, or to just not go out in the sun, because they can react. So I'm sorry that you've had that experience with them, and I'm glad that it's healing. But
slowly but surely.
It sounds like you're into some really nice stuff, and I genuinely didn't know that you were into photography. So that's quite nice to learn about you, that you like photography. And
well, I'm an Instagrammer, that's as far as it goes. But yeah, it gives me a lot of pleasure, really. I'm a very visual person, I think.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. And like, I absolutely love your Instagram page, and I like the vibe of the pictures that you take. Like, they always look really cool, and just like good colours, nice style, nice vibe. And I know what you mean. Like, with COVID, it's messed up a lot of plans for people, really, which is quite sad. So it's sad to hear that you've not been able to do your photography class and stuff. But yeah, all being well, you'll be able to get back to that, because it sounds like you get a lot of enjoyment out of doing it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I forgot to mention, so I don't know why it reacted on my neck, because I never put the citrus on my neck, but do you remember I mentioned that the geranium, it is geranium that's quite potent, isn't it? I had put that through my hair, through my wet hair, and obviously maybe when my hair was drying and it was down, obviously it could have built up, because I'd put it on my hair probably every day for about 4 days in a row. And that sort of coincided with that walk that I went on, which was a 7-mile walk, and it turned out to be really hot, which I didn't realise. So it could have been a build-up of that. Never know. Obviously, as you say, like, lessons learned, definitely carrier oil next time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it certainly hasn't put me off. Not
That's
at all.
good.
Even though it's been the last 2 weeks, but now it's just, I mean, my mum's given me some of her bio oil, and that's really, really, really helped. It's taken the pain away and a lot of the itch out. So
yeah.
No,
it's good, and I think it's important to make sure that when you're using the oils on your skin, that you're really taking into account your own personal chemistry and how it reacts to you, because there's general guidance, but we're all different in terms of like the chemicals in our skin, how things react to our skin and stuff. So I think it's really important to just listen to your own body and knowing how much to use and knowing how much to use it. And it is quite intuitive, essential oil. I think so. But yeah, definitely listen to your body. And if you feel like your body's reacting in a negative way to it, then yeah, definitely just stop using it in that way, or just reduce the amount that you use in.
Yeah, because I first noticed feeling sort of heat in my neck 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, and then it was in the morning and I woke up and it had come out, but it wasn't that bad, and then it was sort of 2 days, then it really flared up. But I think obviously because I was quite stressed at that time, that probably did have quite a lot to do with it as well.
Yeah.
Because like you say, like, it's intuitive, isn't it, to what's going on in your body, and I think there was definitely a link to that as well.
Yeah, I think stress can have such an impact on our body, most definitely. And I think the oils can be really helpful with that, and using them aromatically can be really helpful with stress, you know, like just breathing them in and stuff. So it's good to be able to use the ylang ylang on your pillow still. Like, that's really nice.
Well, I keep going over to the citrus ones because I've got them all lined up on my mantelpiece, and I just have a sniff of them every now and then.
Like, oh, it's brilliant. It's one of my favourite things to do. Like, I tend to do that as well. Like, I'll just go to my oils box and I'll just have a sniff of some oils.
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
It's brilliant. But
I need to put the lime in a G&T on the weekend. Yeah, she said that. I've not tried that yet, so
yeah, it's nice. I'll definitely give it a go and see what you think. I really enjoyed it when I did it last time. It was quite nice. And yeah, there's like I played around with putting the orange, I don't know if you've got any orange oil, but the orange in Aperol spritz was really nice as well. Like, that was really like fresh. It was good.
Didn't see that at all. Yeah, no, that's right.
But,
this reminds me of that video we did, and I think you put it on your essential oils page where I'm just cackling.
Yeah. So it's also good to hear that you found the Claricam really helpful with endometriosis, and I know you and I have had a lot of discussions about how that affects you, and it sounds like the Claricam's been a really nice oil to use for that, which is good.
It really has. I'm just moving up to my room to charge my phone because the battery's draining. Okay. So sorry if I'm going dark, but I can still talk.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's strange, obviously, not being able to use the oils these past 2 weeks. I've really noticed the difference, you know, in my emotional well-being. Because, you know, that I was using them very, sorry, can you see me? I was using them very liberally. Kind of like a sort of comfort blanket, really. So, yeah, I think they're great, really.
It's a beautiful way to use them as an emotional blanket. I've heard of a term called aromatic dressing, and it sometimes does feel like putting a layer of emotional skin on when I'm using the oils at times. Like,
yeah, definitely.
So supportive in that way, and can just be like a really nice reminder of grounding and of nature when you're experiencing difficult feelings and difficult emotions.
Yeah.
So it's nice that you have that experience as well. It's really good to hear.
Yeah.
So you've kind of learned a little bit about doTERRA, like of what you've seen of doTERRA so far. Is there anything that you really like about them as a company, or anything you really like about the oils that you'd want to share?
I really admire that. Obviously, they're very pure, aren't they, compared to certain other essential oils?
Yeah.
So I think the ethics behind that is interesting, and I don't know. It's kind of like I didn't know there was so many oils out there. Like, do you remember how excited I was getting on each order? Like, I just don't know which one to choose. It's just a minefield, and I think at first I thought, oh well, they're just oils. How can they really do that much? But they're fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to finding out more about them, really. So yeah.
No, it's cool. I think definitely the purity is one of the things that I really like about the oils, because they're just so much more therapeutic, knowing that when I open a bottle of peppermint, or when I open a bottle of lavender and I smell it, or I ingest it, or I put it on my skin, that there's nothing else in it. There's no synthetic material, there's no additives. Like, it feels more therapeutic, because I don't know, it's like it's an intuitive sense that it's pure and it's just an essence of nature, and it's just really healing and supportive, just knowing that. So that's something that I really like and enjoy. And I mean, it's just nice to feel like you're giving your body and you're giving yourself something of that quality as well. Like, I feel like that for me ties a lot in with self-love and self-care, and a message to myself that I am worthy of having pure natural things in my life. And I think it definitely for me ties in with that sense of self-love and self-care as well, which I think is so important for health and well-being. Just
absolutely
giving yourself like good things that you know are good for your body and good for your mind. Like, it's so important. Definitely. So
I mean, I've got nothing to compare it to. I've not really used oils before, but it's like you say, it was just that intuitive sense of knowing that it is doing your body good, and you know that it's good. So
yeah, no, it's good. I'm really glad that you're enjoying them.
Yeah, and, I can't wait to put them back on again.
Definitely with carrier oil, I would recommend.
Oil, I get carrier oil. Yeah.
And I think the lovely thing about doTERRA and what they offer is, for me, because you're right, there are so many oils, so many different opportunities to have like different experiences with them. And what I really like about what's that? Sorry,
I didn't mean to interrupt. When you said there's so many different, I was thinking I can't wait to play around with different blends.
Yeah, exactly. But I think one of the ways that like the wholesale account supports that is by doing the loyalty rewards program, because when you do buy the oils, you're able to then build up points, and then you can use those points to get free products and free oils. And I think that's a really nice way of being able to just bit by bit try different ones, and just have different experiences over time. And it can just, that in itself can just be a really nice experience. Like, I absolutely love like knowing that every month I'm going to get to try a new oil and have a new experience and try something new that I haven't tried before. And exciting. Yeah, it is. It's like Christmas.
It is.
It's so nice. And then thinking about which one
you're like, what should I have today?
Yeah. It's such a lovely thing to do. And so for me, like, one of the things that I really like about doTERRA is that they kind of support that ongoing journey with the oils, and that kind of ongoing experience of just trying different things, and they kind of support you in that with the loyalty reward. So that's good. And so you've spoke about using ylang ylang, clary calm, and lime oil so far. But what other oils are you using, and what have been your experiences like? Have you had positive experiences with any of those, or any others that you use?
I was using Citrus Bliss, and I was using that on my wrists, and that was fine. That was before it was really hot, and that just gave me really sort of happy, uplifting kind of emotions. The grapefruit as well, and I know from looking in my little booklet that they do support those kind of emotions. What's the other one? Oh, Zengest. Yeah, because I had quite a few digestive issues about a month ago. I actually think I potentially had gastritis or a stomach ulcer, and I was given prescribed stuff from the doctor, but I found that the Zengest, although it was very potent, a couple of drops of that in just some water really helped soothe me. So that's been really useful. Frankincense as well, I've used a little bit of that. That's been nice. I'm just looking over now actually at my little collection. Geranium was really good. I love the scent of that. It's very unique, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
But I think smell-wise, I just absolutely adore the citrus ones. But I think the ylang ylang has been my ultimate favourite. Combined with the clary calm, really, I would wear that every day, or use it every day, you know, on my wrists, or I'd put a bit of ylang ylang on the back of my neck, which I found quite comforting. But yeah, at the moment I've just got it on my pillow, and I take a few deep inhalations every now and then as and when. Obviously, I really want to try the Melissa one, but that's gonna come with a few savings, I think.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think sort of smell-wise, the lime one is what really got me, because it was it sounds a bit nuts, but just it was kind of like, it wasn't just an amazing smell. It was kind of like I just felt this almost euphoric kind of feeling all over my body. Like it was like I was just absorbing it all, not just as a scent, but like how it tasted and just how it made me feel. I don't know, I can't explain it. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
I was just so excited by it.
Like, I know exactly what you mean.
It's like the purest smell of lime that I've ever smelled. Yeah. You know, like when you get real limes, I'm the same. Like, you know, especially when I make margaritas. But this is just like next level. It's it's insane.
And that,
I'm glad you know what I mean.
Of course I do. And that is exactly where the therapeutic value of the potency and the pureness is.
Yeah, the purity, definitely.
Because we are natural beings, we are made of nature as human beings. We can intuitively sense when something is natural, and we thrive in nature. So when you surround yourself, or when you bring something that is pure in essence into your environment, you do buzz off it, because you all that's it. Your body is like, yes, I understand this, I can relate to this. This is part of my nature as well. And that's where the therapeutic value is, because it can reconnect you to your own sense of being a part of nature. And it's like a reflection of your own essence. And that in itself can be really healing. It can be really relaxing. It can be really uplifting and rejuvenating. And that is where the power of the essential oils is. Yeah. It's in its purity, it's in its potency. So that makes absolute perfect sense to me. Yeah. And that's exactly how they work as like healing, things that can heal the body, because they can help us reconnect with our body and our natural essence.
Yeah. That's brilliantly put. Thanks. You understood exactly what I meant, and you conveyed it.
Because I experienced it, and that's so the way that I got into using doTERRA oils is I had an experience like what you're describing, but with lavender. So the lady who introduced me to doTERRA, she sent me a sample of, lavender, maybe lemon and orange as well. Yeah, they were beautiful, but it was the lavender that I tried, and I remember it really vividly. Like I had some out of the sample bottle. I just smelt it from the bottle, and then I put a little bit in the palm of my hands, and I just breathed it in. And I remember like just every fiber of my being just it just relaxed, like all of the stress just drained out of my body. And I was like, I just need this stuff in my life. And I think I in that moment, and I was just like, I'm having an amazing experience with this lavender. I just need to buy it. Just like,
I think I'm going to buy that next. Then after that, when you said about everything leaving the body, all the stress, I could definitely do with some of that.
It was a beautiful experience. And I mean, I can't say that you would have the same experience with it, because
I hope so.
Our bodies are different and they respond to different things. But the beauty is you can kind of try and find the ones that really work with you and your chemistry. So for me, it's things like lavender, frankincense, bergamot. Like, they're the ones that my body just really responds well to, and just they can really support me in just relaxing and feeling calm. But yeah, it was that experience. I absolutely relate to how you felt with the lime.
I think that's part of the fun of it as well, finding out what works for you.
Yeah, it's great. Like, I've got
great.
What's that? Sorry?
I'm saying it's all great, but it's even better when you find something that you really resonate with, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I've got some that I've bought and I've tried them and I thought, oh, they're nice, but I've not really used them a lot. And then I've got others that I use most days, every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like lavender, peppermint, I probably use them every day.
Yeah.
Peppermint's really nice. Yeah, it's lovely. It's very uplifting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is like, it's that opportunity to just try stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any other questions that I wanted to ask you. So we can leave it there for now if you like. But
yeah,
I just wanted to say a massive thank you to you for agreeing to come and do this, and for agreeing to do it live in the group as well. It's such a brave thing to do.
I'm a bit shy, but I've done it. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome anytime, and I'd love to do this event sometime as well. And because I know you're not on Facebook, but if you want to keep sharing your oil experiences with the members of this group, just send stuff through to me and I'll happily post it in here. It's a really nice way for us all to learn from each other when we each share our experiences. So if you have a nice experience with an oil, or even a negative one, like with your burns and stuff, like,
I'll definitely send that photo through.
Yeah, I do, because I think it's good that everyone's aware that even though essential oils are nature and they're natural, that you still have to approach them with care, and you still have to make sure that you're listening to your body about what works for you and what doesn't. So please do send that through, and I'll definitely post that in the group and share it. But thank you so much. This has been so
Thank you. It's been lovely. Thank you. All right, I'll see you soon.
So I'll look forward to seeing. Well, I'll probably speak to you at work tomorrow. But
definitely.
But yeah, it'd be lovely to see you in this space again at some point soon in the future.
Yeah, I'd love to be part of it. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, take care now.
And you, love. Bye.
Bye.